Hi, students. So today I'm going to discuss some critical thinking and reading strategies and logic reasoning, like how you can think critically. And I'm going to discuss some reading strategies with all of you and how you can think critically and come up with your reasoning. When you come up with an argument, then you support your argument by providing some example with some supporting details. So how you can think critically. So now, as far as this question is concerned, that how you can think critically. Critical thinking is very important, and at this stage of our lives, all of us have some ability to think critically. Even if we don't have this ability, we can develop this ability through a lot of practice. We have our own beautiful brains. All of you have your beautiful brain. Each and every person is intelligent and is blessed with some unique qualities. So when you read something, you need to be very careful when you're reading. For example, when you read any article or prompt, you read it, you're not just going to read it, you're going to think critically about the arguments. You will read what the writer has written and you will be critical about it. You will think about it, why he's saying that, why, what is the reason. You will question. You will ask why he's saying that, why this is happening like that, why um, this thing is not happening in another way. Why this way? Why not that way? That is critical thinking. And then there must be a logic. You need to come up with a logic that if the writer is saying this, so why he hasn't mentioned this thing? So because of this logic, you can say that this is the reason why I'm saying that, why he hasn't mentioned this thing. So things like that. So what is critical thinking? It's the ability to think clearly and rationally, understanding the logical connection between ideas. So, what are the basics of critical thinking? When you think critically, you ask questions, you gather relevant information, you think about solutions and conclusions. As I have mentioned earlier, that critical thinking involves, like, when someone says something or when you read something, you ask questions. If you have some information or if you read somebody's opinion or argument, you will ask questions why that person is saying something. And then you will gather relevant information. And then you will think about solutions and conclusions. Now I'm going to discuss some reading strategies. So when you read, you need to find your reading corner, any comfortable place, any comfortable sofa or chair. It can be any place where you are very comfortable, where you can read comfortably. It's your comfort place. Even it can be a cafe or any your favorite cafe, uh, or any other place. Your home, your school, your library. So find your reading corner. The atmosphere, the environment is very important. There should be no distraction when you're reading, or otherwise you won't be able to read. Location is very important. The schedule is very important. Okay. One strategy is that you may preview the text and use smart starting strategies like break up the reading, pace yourself, check for understanding. Another strategy is you can highlight or annotate the text when you're reading. Highlight keywords, highlight useful words, and mark main ideas or thesis. Underline or highlight or mark the main idea or thesis. Another important strategy is when you're reading, take notes on main points. You can take notes on main points and write questions as you read, like who, where, what, how, when, why. Write questions, whatever comes in your mind when you're reading something. Write questions, note all questions as you read. And look up words you don't know. Search on Google, use a dictionary, use a digital dictionary or any dictionary and look up words you don't know and understand the meaning of the words, which will also help you to enhance your vocabulary. Make connections, which is very important. When you're reading, you need to make connections. Review and summarize what you have read, what you have learned. Review, you need to review and summarize. Okay. So what is logical reasoning? What is logic or reasoning? It's the ability of a candidate to understand and logically work through concepts and problems expressed in the form of images, diagrams. It checks the ability to extract and work with the meaning, information, and implications from the given images or diagrams. So it's the ability of a person, of a reader, to understand and logically work through concepts and problems expressed in the form of images, diagrams. So when you read, you will also find different images and logic and reasoning means that when you're reading, you understand what the writer is saying. You are able to understand the author's opinions, and then you need to be very logical about it. You need to understand what the diagrams or what the picture is trying to convey. Like, for example, you can see this picture and just you can think about it that what this child is doing, why there is a bulb in this picture, why he's smiling, what does this mean? So when you see something or when you read something, you need to ask questions and you need to come up with reasons. So that is very simple. Like there should be a logic. Like if you're saying something that this is your opinion, you need to tell that why you believe that. You need to give your reasons. You need to provide your reasons. So students, these are some reading strategies, and I will share more reading strategies with all of you. But um, today in this lesson, I want you to just note these reading strategies, and when you're reading, just be very careful that when you're reading, the environment or wherever you are reading, the place is good, you're comfortable at that time. Um, just select the place and read carefully and make notes when you're reading. Think critically, be logical, come up with your reasons. When you're reading, make notes and just write some questions as you read. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to email me. And I'm going to share more reading strategies with all of you. I will share more strategies and I will tell you how you can read critically in other lessons. Okay, enjoy your weekend.